Marsau Scott is arrested. Love and Marriage Huntsville's reality TV star recently came into custody. Sources claim the arrest was chaotic. Witnesses claim the police were summoned following a violent exchange involving Marsau that spiraled out of control late one evening. One thing is clear, by the time law enforcement arrived, things had already gone quite left. Some claim it happened at a private event, others believe it was public. Moreover, the charges, it gets much more messy there. Official information is still pending, but insiders are humming with ideas. Some claim Marsau might be subject to several charges, ranging from possibly even something financial to disorderly behavior. And should these assertions be accurate, this will not be a simple case to walk away from. But here's where things turn wild. Marsau is behind bars, and his wife, Latisha Scott, is making news for quite another reason, not because she is standing by her man. According to sources, Latisha is furious rather than merely quiet or hiding away. Years of defending her husband through rumors of infidelity, business drama, and cast tension. Now this for Latisha. This might be the tipping point. Some insiders even claim she has been separating herself. They say she is reevaluating their joint business ventures and might be cutting a hard line between his behavior and her future. And really, can you hold her responsible? Latisha's tolerance may finally be running thin after standing by through all the cheating rumors, reality TV shadow, and shady business whispers. We should go back a little before we dissect what actually happened the night Marsau was arrested, since this isn't the first time his name has been linked to controversy. Actually, you know Marsau's been walking a tightrope for years if you've been following Love and Marriage Huntsville. Viewers observed problems in Marsau and Latisha's marriage from season 1, and Martel claimed Marsau had been unfaithful and had even traveled with other women. That charge rocked the cast and audience. Naturally, Marsau denied everything. Viewers were not convinced Martel was trying to bring him down with him. His refusal to straighten things out just served to fan the flames. Even Latisha began to show cracks. There is then the business drama. Marsau has presented himself as a shrewd businessman, particularly with relation to the family's construction company, Black, but behind the scenes, years of rumors of mismanagement, financial difficulties, and even friend and associate falling out over business decisions have followed him. Not to overlook his strained relationships with some of the other cast members either. Marsau's haughtiness in debates has caused continuous conflict not only with Martel, but also with Melody, Kimmy, and even Maurice. The man has always entered a room like he owns it, but his demeanor has made people reluctant to trust him. Thus, taken all together, it is evident that the signals were always present. For some time, Marsau has been skating on thin ice, and right now, it seems as if it cracked at last. Though his arrest night remains a mystery, we do know some crucial facts. Sources close to the matter say that it all began with a heated argument that soon spiraled out of control. Witnesses claimed loud shouting, pushing, and things getting out of control till someone called the police. Marsau reportedly was quite uncooperative when police showed up. There's even rumors he might have disobeyed directions, which didn't go over well. Now, some insiders are trying to spin this as a misreading, while others aren't so sure. They consider this to be long time approaching. According to one source, Marsau has been under extreme stress, juggling several projects and developing tension at home. This mix may have driven him over the line. Additionally, there is conjecture that alcohol could have had a role. Although nothing is officially known, some witnesses claim Marsau was not exactly sober during the incident. If such is the case, it would help to explain Marsau's aggressive behavior and lack of judgment. And here's where things get rather messy right now. Once Marsau was formally booked, the reality set in that this was not only a traffic stop gone wrong or a misinterpretation. The charges leveled against him are far more severe than fans would have expected. From what's under discussion behind the scenes, Marsau was picked up on several charges, none of which are minor. We are discussing aggravated speeding, thus he was far over enough for law enforcement to regard as reckless, not just a few miles above the limit. But that's not all. He also had an outstanding warrant for not showing up for court. Not only was he speeding dangerously, but the timing of all this couldn't be better, and he also disregarded legal obligations, which doesn't exactly sit well with judges. Thanks to years of rumors and gossip, the public eye already fixed on him. This arrest simply fuels the fire. Should Marsau be found guilty, he may be looking at more than just fines. Not to mention a criminal record could ruin his image beyond repair. There is possible jail time on the agenda, particularly for someone who spent years striving to project himself as a father, entrepreneur, and leader. The twist is that this could not even mark the end of it. some close to the matter think more charges could be on their way. Investigators are reportedly delving further in an attempt to link dots, suggesting more problems with Marsau's behind closed doors handling of affairs. Should that occur, Marsau's legal issues could quickly spiral out of control and the cameras might not be able to save him this time. Let's discuss Latisha, since her response could be equally explosive as Marsau's arrest. She initially kept quiet, not even a hint of her emotional state, no posts, no words. Insiders counter that silence did not indicate calm. Latisha was actually enraged behind closed doors, not only regarding the arrest itself, but also all preceding it. Keep in mind, she is not fresh in handling Marsau's drama. She has been at his side over years of cheating rumors, public outcry, and covert whispers. But this was real, legal, embarrassing. This was not a tabloid headline this time. Those close to the couple report she left. She was bored with always having to defend him and tired of constantly cleaning messes. She held back less this time. It all happened, the yelling, the slamming doors, the emotional talks, and now she is acting. Latisha has been showing up at events without Marsau, attending business meetings alone, and more personally stepping out. Fans observe she began sharing more empowering messages even on social media. So what does that mean for their marriage? People are beginning to question things. Could this at last be the straw breaking them? Is Latisha performing the supporting wife while Marsau keeps generating anarchy? She hasn't stated it, but her actions are loud enough. She is not standing in the background anymore. Rather, a lot of people are here for exactly this. They are seeing her enter her own power after witnessing her remain faithful through events most would not allow. This is a really significant event. Marsau Scott has created a particular image over years, but right now that image is breaking. The reaction has been loud and instantaneous since word of the arrest leaked. Supporters of Marsau through past events are beginning to turn away. Disappointed remarks abound on social media, some urging him to be completely dropped from the program. Since this time there is documentation involved, viewers are challenging all they knew about him. One responded, "Latisha deserves peace. She has been loyal for too long while Marsau is out here embarrassing her every other season." Another one added, "This man has been moving wrong since season 1. I don't even feel bad since he thought he was untouchable." Not to overlook the commercial aspect of things either. Marsau has developed his brand via real estate, building public appearances in addition to TV. That brand finds difficult ground now. Potential partners and sponsors are separating themselves. None wants to be connected to someone whose name is trending for all the wrong reasons. Behind the scenes, things also aren't looking great. Word of mouth indicates the network has been having serious conversations on future direction. Drama drives reality TV, but there's a line, and Marsau's legal circumstances could have crossed it. Should the charges stick, the entire show suffers. One must consider their audience, their image, and their message. Even his fellow actors are under pressure. Some are reportedly annoyed that Marsau's circumstances is under close examination, so affecting the entire show. Others fear how filming will proceed under this ominous cloud hovering over everything. Right now, the narrative is far from finished. Marsau has not made a public statement, and his legal team is also keeping quiet. This silence is encouraging conjecture. He will enter a guilty plea? Is this only the start of a more major disintegration? Will he try to refute the charges and clear his name? Additionally, there is buzz about more specifics from the night of the arrest possibly emerging soon, details that could transform everything. Marsau could find himself in more legal hot water than anyone anticipated if more people volunteer or if more evidence surfaces. While he deals with that turmoil, Latisha is moving on her own. Insiders claim she is looking at solo prospects, including business ventures, speaking engagements, and even talks about new media deals, things unrelated to Marsau or the show. She's not just sitting on the sidelines anymore, let's be honest. Should she choose to leave the marriage, everything changes. Though supporters of Marsau have seen her through thick and thin, this could be the turning point. She has the audience, the platform, and right now the sympathy. Marsau's image might suffer even more if she decides to expose items from inside the marriage or if she speaks out. Regarding all of this, what do you folks think? Is this the end of the career that we know of for Marsau Scott? Should Latisha at last travel on and concentrate on herself? Alternatively, do you believe there is still possibility for atonement? Drop your ideas in the comments. Remember to like this video, share it with a friend who has been following this drama. Hit the subscribe button to ensure you won't miss the next update.